Morning gang. Well, it's dark and if you can notice the red and blue lights, yeah, I'm not in bed, I'm on my way to a fire. So it's about 3 a.m. in the morning. We've just had a part of living where we're living is we sort of look after a fire truck. We've got 2 or 3 fire trucks in our area, and yeah, we've got a couple of text messages this morning just with the stubble fire. So our fire captain, who usually looks after the truck next door, he's away. So yeah, I'm the next best thing in line. So it's all a bit of a shuffle of things. Apologies that the footage isn't all that crash hot, but I can't see the orange glow through the with the camera in the dark here. But yeah, so look, bit of shuffling around. We've had to get Sarah's mum to come out and look after the kids while I'm gone. So you might be able to just see the glow there to the right of screen now. So anyway, we'll get there and see what's going on. Right, so it looks like a lightning strike, I'd say. Yeah. So what's happened here is we've got jets on the front of the trucks, which you'll be able to see there. It makes sort of fighting in this situation where half everyone's still in bed. Yeah, it makes sort of putting a fire out like this pretty handy. We've had a truck go in front of us, bigger truck, and we've got about 1,500 litres of water on board. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick one, but I need to concentrate on what's going on. Okay, a bit of a recap on the last 12 or 18 hours or whatever it was. So yes, this will be a bit better than what I'd previously done off my phone, and I'll just touch in on how it sort of all works a bit. So yeah, we've got there's 2 rural fire service trucks, fire brigade trucks that neighbours look after. Sarah's brother's got one, and then yeah, immediate neighbour next door. He's actually away on holidays, so we're sort of the primary contact for it if there's a fire. So what sort of happens is we've now got they've gone to an app-based setup like everything else seems to. So we just get an alert through our phone with a map through the app, and then it comes through as a text message and that as well. And what we can do is it's basically you've got a thumbs up and a thumbs down and a maybe sign that you click on, and yeah, you just thumbs up if you're going to attend, and then it lets the fire service know how many resources they're going to have. So last night's deal, there was a few thunderstorms around earlier in the evening, and it looks like I haven't heard any different, but it looks like they were talking just a lightning strike. So yeah, burnt roughly 500 acres, a couple hundred hectares. Yeah, and I don't know, there would have been 6 or 8 fire trucks there, I suppose. We were a bit lucky, there wasn't a lot of wind, and it was by the time sort of I'd got there, the heat had gone out of the job a bit. And yeah, it was sort of burning back into the wind. It's quietly itself, so it sort of didn't take a lot to get it out. But yeah, I think I left here at 3 a.m. and I think I got home about 6:30. So yeah, and look, Sarah's my sister-in-law, is sort of talking to her. Yeah, and they've got 3 young kids as well, so she sort of couldn't leave their kids. So yeah, my mother-in-law actually came out and looked after the kids while I was gone, so which was very nice of her. So anyway, because yes, as I said earlier, Sarah's away. Oh, on the last video, Sarah's away. So yeah, so it's been a pretty steady day today. We've been into town and done a few jobs, and Sarah's birthday on Monday, so finished off a bit of birthday shopping, and yeah, so we're Saturday afternoon. It's pretty warm again, but yeah, since we got home, the kids didn't have a real good night's sleep either. So yeah, it's been pretty steady. So yeah, just I'm actually going to come out. I've come out to the gym. I'm actually going to knock a workout out, and although I haven't had a lot of sleep, I've probably picked an hour up on the couch with the cat, and The way he's sleeping, you think he's been to a fire too half the night. Anyway, no, so you're just going to knock a workout out, and then we might duck into town and get a bit of takeout and for dinner, and yeah, that'll be Saturday. Morning, yeah, just back on the spray rig. Yeah, just getting this last 40 or 50 or 60 hectares or whatever's left to do done. Yeah, Brendan is on bird patrol. Yeah, just sent him round. Tommy, I don't know what Tommy's doing, whether he's finished up or what. He's actually got a gig up in central New South Wales, and I think he's supposed to start this time next week. Now, he blew the engine up in his ute this time last week, so I think he's trying to work out a bit of a contingency plan to. I think he's actually got another motor there that he's putting in it, so that's where Tommy's up to. Yeah, so I've just got Brendan running around where Tom's been spot spraying burrs, just to have a look. And you know, when you spray a lot of them, you tend to miss them after a while. You get a bit of burr blindness, so just sent Brendan around quickly just to do a run round, and he might get a few, he might not get any. So anyway, and yeah, then he's servicing the motors on the irrigators. I've got water coming again today to water the loosen. Yeah, so no, plenty going on. It's warming up again. I think they're 38 and 9 again today. So yeah, I'll get this. I was a bit late starting here this morning, just catching up with the guys and getting them organised. But yeah, we'll get this done, and then probably we'll get back into the shearing shed. I need to go to town and pick a bit of material up, some timber and a few other bits and pieces. We're just trying to work out the area that we've got of concrete. I think we've got a bit of a plan for it. We're just going to build a bit of a retaining wall there, just to get it up level. I think it'll work out all right. So yeah, we'll get into that and try and get a bit of concrete poured. Yeah, anyway, that's as usual. There's no shortage of things to do. Alrighty, quick shearing shed update. Well, it probably won't be that quick, but anyway. So we've mucked around today, if I can get in without breaking my neck, and yeah, put the chute in for where once the sheep are shorn, the shearer drops them down here, and then they go under the shed, and then we let them out. So we've got some timbers here, the boys are cut, and they'll fill in either side. I've still got a bit of welding and a bit of framework to do here. Yeah, but starting to come together. Got most of the joists in for the floor. Still we're a few short, so I'm going to get a few more in town in the morning, and we've just got to add a few more cleats, just so we can, you know, round here, put another board in here, so when the floor comes to here, we've got something to fix it to. Yeah, so there's still a bit of mucking around. Still haven't. Hopefully, I'll find out in the morning where the battens are, and hopefully yeah, they've got this tongue and groove board for the actual, what we call the board. It's in town, and I'll just get in here without breaking my neck. And then the boys have put a couple of posts in here, and better not shake that. That concrete's still wet. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is we're going to build a little short retaining wall, and it'll come up, you know, 300 mil, 400 mil, and then we'll sort of backfill this, and then we'll concrete this area, and then this little bit in here, whether we just gravel it or whatever, it'll just be a walkway so you can get access up the back here, like I've spoken about before. So yeah, come together. It's yeah, a bit fiddly. This sort of stuff was a bit fiddly today, but still looks like we've done a bit. So yeah, we'll get that sorted tomorrow and get it filled in, and then, you know, if I'm not here, the guys can I've got a meeting with the accountant in the morning, but yeah, get that basic framed up, and then the guys can sort of work to it. Yeah, anyway, gonna head down now and start the irrigator on the loosen again, and yeah, give it another drink. Service these motors this morning. I'm just going to write the hours. I'll be a bit loud. Just going to write the hours on the side of the tin work there on the side of the motor for the oil change, so we know, you know, when they're due to be serviced next time. So we're still having trouble with this, getting this pump to prime. We really need to take half a day and muck around and work out what's going on, whether we need to pull the foot valve out or what the story is. Yeah, so I'm doing my best not to get drowned here, but yeah, anyway, we just got the fire unit here and filling it up again. So I've actually taken the nozzle off the end of the hose, so just to try and speed the job up a bit. Yeah, anyway, fingers crossed it won't take too much longer if I can get my hand out of the front of the camera. Finally primed. I think I'll fast forward that bit when I come to editing it. I think it was 6 minutes of me pumping that thing, so yeah, anyway, as I've said earlier and said before, we need to work out what's going on. It's pretty windy now, so hopefully you can hear me alright, but anyway, we've got water spraying out the river screen there. Yeah, we'll fire it up a bit more and yeah, about knock off time. Righto, running and up to speed. One thing I have noticed while I was up here, yeah, there's sheep where there's not supposed to be sheep, and there's rams where there's not supposed to be rams. Bloody horny buggers. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on here. I got one of the boys to shift these sheep the other day, and they're in a different paddock, and lo and behold, they're still here. Well, they're where they're not supposed to be, and there's a few boys back with them, which isn't the end of the world, but yeah, they're not supposed to be here, so I'm not 100% sure what the go is, but we probably need to have a bit of a sort up. I'm going to run a few lambs in the morning and weigh them up just to see just the leftovers and see whether there's any good enough. It's getting to the point where they probably need to go on a truck anyway, just to free space up and let feed get away for use. So, yeah, so we might have a bit of a run around in the morning and have a bit of a sort up. But anyway, yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Yeah. All right, we'll get back home and it's about knock-off time. Okie dokie, that'll about do for this one. Yeah, just on a happy note, yeah, just like to wish my gorgeous wife a happy birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old she is because that'd just be rude. But yes, getting better with age. Yeah, so no, she keeps the show on four wheels here. So yeah, no, she's the backbone of the job. So no, I hope she's had a wonderful day. It probably won't be her birthday when you come to watch this, but anyway, that's just the way it works. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.